morning, guys. Welcome to today's vlog. So I'm actually getting ready right now for work. I'm gonna just do like a chatty little life update as I get ready. So yeah, long time no see, I know. I honestly, just quick recap, I vlogged so much during college from 2019 to basically 2022. I graduated at the tail end of December 2021, so I was very big on vlogging, and my plan was in 2022 to go to grad school. So I applied, I got in, I got accepted, and I even started grad school. And I was sitting at my first day of classes and literally just had the most intense feeling of like, I shouldn't be doing this. And it wasn't even like imposter syndrome or anything like that. It was like, I didn't feel like it was the right place for me basically at that time, and I had never felt something so strongly before. Like it 100% was from God, because I just felt this like intense like urge to not do it. So I quit grad school and started working corporate, and I started working in human resources as per suggested by my dad. He's in corporate real estate. He's the president of a corporate real estate company, so he's had a lot of like exposure to the corporate world. And when I was calling him freaking out about like what I want to do with my life, because mind you guys, if you remember, if you were with me in my college vlogs, I rushed through undergrad at the University of Tampa. I had a 4.0 GPA because I was so hell-bent on, you know, going and becoming a mental health therapist. So I got my undergrad in psychology. It was part of a research lab. I like rushed through it. So I wasn't even 21 when I graduated college, and I just basically had decided that I was going to be a therapist and never like really considered any other options. So when I had this like basically identity crisis of like, wait, I don't know if this is the right fit for me. And the thing is like, I remember when that happened, it wasn't even so much that I thought being a therapist wasn't for me. I did think that, but it wasn't even that. It was just more like, this is not the right time. I think because I was like the youngest person there by like 5 years at least, and I just realized everyone else had gone and lived life a little bit, had worked, got some money built up, just experienced life without school before they committed to the 4 years of grad school. Because the thing about being a therapist with grad school is not just like, oh, you go to the classes and you're done, you get your degree. Like there's a whole like post-license or post-education, you know, like basically unpaid internship for like 40 hours a week. There's a lot to it. It's not just like you get the degree and you go. So anyways, I decided to start working in human resources as a human resources coordinator. And lo and behold, I absolutely loved human resources, which is so funny because I literally had no idea what human resources even did other than like what I saw in The Office with Toby. But yeah, it turns out I absolutely love it. I love working with the people of the company and their benefits. My favorite part is like employee relations. I love all of that. I just kind of love dealing with the workplace communications and dramas, stuff like that. So yeah, I worked in human resources for like almost 2 full years, and this was a fully in-person job down in Orlando. And right in the middle of that, I met my fiance. Sorry, I'm trying to find my makeup. Yeah, right in the middle of all that, I met my fiance Brian, and totally fell in love with him. He was like just out of nowhere kind of, and I was not expecting it, because you guys know I was not like the dating type really, and I definitely didn't expect to fall in love and get engaged. So that's what happened. I don't have on my ring yet because I always take it off to go to bed. But yeah, so I honestly got totally wrapped up in corporate life and, you know, falling in love, getting engaged, and now we've been together almost 2.5 years. We moved just a couple months ago from Orlando to Panama City, Florida, up in the Panhandle. And for people who aren't familiar with Florida, it sounds like, oh, you maybe just like moved within your state, which we did, but you have to understand the Panhandle is basically like Alabama and Georgia. It's a totally different beast than down in Orlando or like Central Florida. We're like 6 hours or so from where we lived before in Orlando. It's different vibes up here for sure. It's so much more southern and so much more like, I don't know, like just the nature and stuff is more foresty, and it's definitely a different vibe. I definitely feel like we moved to a different state, so that's been super recent. My parents actually built a beach house near us, about an hour from us on the Panhandle, so they're up here with us as well. Sadly, my sister, she's still back in Orlando, but we go to visit a lot. But yeah, so basically right now I am working fully remote Monday through Thursday. Thursday only work till 12:30. Today's Thursday, so I figured it'd be a good day to vlog. So I have off half of Thursdays and all of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's been such a blessing to have that schedule while wedding planning, because we are wedding planning, and we're wedding planning with our wedding being 6 hours away back in Orlando. So it's definitely been interesting. Overall, I have absolutely loved wedding planning. I'm gonna miss it so much once it's over. I mean, it definitely has its moments of stress, but I think what's made it stressful is like the people, not the wedding. You know what I mean? Like any family drama or whatever is what makes wedding planning stressful. And you know, it's so expensive, but you know, we've been really blessed with help from our families and stuff, and so I can't imagine how stressful it would be without that. And Brian's great, you know, he's very involved in everything, and he pretty much will let me do whatever I want to do, but he's not one of those grooms that's like just tuned out the whole thing. Okay, so today I'm going to be working until about 12:30, and then after that I'm off, and I need to go to like Walmart because I'm out of running really low on a couple makeup products, and I need just like a couple little things. So basically for our save the dates, we ordered those so I designed them 100% myself in Canva. I had used Canva before and I've loved Canva. Like I said, I'm very much a DIY bride in the sense of like, yes, I'm trying to save money, but I also like genuinely enjoy the DIYs. So I designed our our save the dates completely on my own, and then I had them printed through Zola, and I was just like not happy at all with Zola's quality. The good thing I will say about them is that they tried to make it right, and the quality of their paper was really good. For our save the date, it was just just one solo card in the envelope, and so I really wanted it to be like thick, good quality. So our save the dates were beautiful, but like let's say we ordered like 60 of them, like 40 of them were okay, 20 of them were messed up, and it was just like very frustrating. And it would be stuff that was like subtle but enough to drive somebody who's like type A like me nuts. Like we had a border around it, and the border would be slightly and I knew it wasn't the design because I like can't tell you how many times I checked it, and because some of them were like perfect. So we had like issues with that, and then there was a couple issues like, you know, when you print something and it has like an ink line through it, and it might be like blue or something, like where the ink cartridge kind of like ran off onto the paper. We had a lot like that, and so I was just like ordering these samples and this, that, and another thing, but then everywhere else was just so expensive to print, and I was like, I literally designed these myself, I just need you to print them. But for some reason I had it in my head that I couldn't print them, that would be too like difficult or something. And I also wanted our envelopes to be printed with the guest addresses and the returns on the return addresses on the front flap as well, just because I feel like it looks nice, and like the whole vibe of our elegant is like really elegant and like traditional, classic, romantic, like royal wedding kind of aesthetic. And so I really want like every detail to be very elevated. So I wanted it printed. I didn't think I could do it, ordered it through Xoxo, whatever. And save the dates went out, and everybody loved them and they were super sweet about it, but I was like, I am going to try when the invites come out to do them myself 100%. Once again, I did design the save the dates. I mean, yeah, I did design the invites completely myself, just like the save the dates, but this time I've decided to print them and like print the envelopes myself, because really there's nothing to it, and I kind of wish I had just done that for the save the dates, except I don't, because I can't quite get my invite paper as thick as the save the date paper, because my printer won't, like, our save the dates were on like I think 140 pound like 18-point paper, and then our invites are on 120 pound like 16-point, I think, because my printer couldn't handle quite as thick as our save the date. The invite also has an RSVP card, a details card, a vellum jacket, a belly band, and a wax seal. It's already way heavy. And the save the date did have a ribbon with a wax seal on it, and we put wax seal magnets in them too. Well, in some of them, but then I had drama with the post office, so some of them didn't get it. They just got like the wax seal and the actual save the date, but neither here nor there. So yeah, so I've been doing them. So I have everything printed for the invites now. I have like the vellum jacket. I have them like basically assembled, and I have all the envelopes printed. I just basically need to put the envelope liners in the envelopes and put the wax seals on the outside of the invitation suites on top of the belly band and vellum jackets, and then just like put them together. And then I need to buy postage. It's April 24th, question mark. April something, late April, and we need to have them out by June 1st, so I'm actually pretty happy with like where I'm at with it. So yeah, and poor Brian, he keeps offering to help, but it's like one of those things where it's like I actually enjoy doing it. It's just like finding and making the time to do it as well with all the other wedding stuff, because I feel like 6 months out is when like stuff starts getting real. And then this summer, starting in July, I have like my bachelorette and my bridal shower and all that, so I really just like don't want to be worried about DIYs, or not even so much worried, because they don't really worry me, but like I just don't want to have to like stop other festivities or like any downtime leading up to the wedding to do like wedding DIY. So I'm trying to get a lot of that stuff done. So I have things left to do, like we got custom drink stirrers. I need to peel the things off those. We got custom drink toppers. I need to peel the things off those. We have a cake topper. I really like, I've always dreamed of having one of those like old-timey like vintage cake toppers. And we found 2 at Goodwill. One was brunette, but I think the groom is not. Brian and I are both brunette, so I need to like paint them to be brunette. I wanted to make custom frosted cups with our wedding crest. Our wedding crest is on everything. That's like, I'll put it right here. It's like our whole thing. It's literally plaster on everything. I'm obsessed with it. I just think it looks so like regal. So I even have it in our house, but there's just so many other little things I want to do. If you don't have to go silent when you're doing your eyeliner, tell me your tricks, because I absolutely cannot if I'm talking. So yeah, that's basically what's going on in my life these days. Just a couple things. Oh, I totally forgot to mention the other huge thing we're planning. So we're going to Bora Bora right after the wedding. Well, I say right, but we're going, like, we get married Saturday, we're going the next Saturday. So we're going a week after. I know it's very popular right now to wait like months after, but I really didn't want to do that because I just feel like that's such a special window, and I just want to like prolong the specialness. And I didn't want it to just feel like a vacation. Like I want it to feel distinctly like our honeymoon, but it's so far to get to Bora Bora. We needed like, because obviously we couldn't leave Saturday. We would have had to have left Sunday. It worked better for us to leave like Saturday morning the next Saturday and actually have those 2 days of travel, because we're already taking off like 2 weeks at work. Well, more than that, because we're taking off a couple days for the wedding and then 2 weeks for the honeymoon. So that's been a whole intense thing, because Bora Bora is like super remote and far. And basically we're in Florida, obviously. Oh wait, before I go on, you guys have to check out this NYX Lip Ivy Hydrating Gloss Serum. My sister got me this, I think, for my birthday, and she put me onto it. The shade I'm using is, or maybe they don't have shades. Maybe it's just this one, the Hydrating Gloss Serum. This has been phenomenal. This is like the perfect color for me, because I don't like red dark, but I don't like faint pinks or very faint colors. Like I prefer a contrast. Like I like I have just dark hair, dark eyes, really pale skin, so I like a darker, like bolder lip, but that's still natural, and this stuff lasts. I literally want to ask the makeup artist if I can use this on my wedding day. Yeah, so I'm not doing my own makeup for the first time ever. If you guys know, you know I'm like super big into makeup. At least I used to be. I used to do like prom makeup. I've done bridal makeup before, but I really want to relax on my wedding day, so I'm scared I'll have to take you guys to my trial with me in July. But I fully trust Hiiii, that's the makeup artist's name. She seems fabulous, so we'll see. I'm excited though. But anyways, that was a side tangent. But yeah, we're going to Bora Bora basically right after the wedding, and it's super remote, and to get there from Florida you have to fly to either California or Seattle. So we're flying through LAX, so we're doing a couple days in California. I've always wanted to go to like Malibu and like Nobu Malibu. So we're gonna go to Nobu and stay in Beverly Hills. Brian's never been to California. I've been to LA one time, and it was literally over a decade ago. I was probably 12 years old, so I like remember it, but I don't really, you know. It wasn't like how I am now as an adult, where I feel like, because like, does travel really count when you're a kid? I don't really know. I feel like I count some of it because I remember some of it, but I'm like, was I even a person as a kid? I don't even know. I don't remember anything. So anyways, we're staying in Beverly Hills. We're gonna like explore Malibu, and there's like this winery I want to go to up there. Let me wash this makeup off my hands. So we're doing that for a couple of days, and then we're taking a flight from LA to Tahiti, which is like the main kind of like capital island of French Polynesia. And then from there we take a ferry to the island of Moorea, which is like the sister island to Bora Bora. If you guys haven't seen pictures or videos of Moorea, stop what you're doing right now and go look it up. I'll try to put a picture in here, but it's just so beautiful. I've heard it looks like Jurassic Park. So we're staying there for I think 4 nights. Then we take a smaller puddle jumper plane, which we're kind of a bit nervous for. Neither one of us are good flyers, so that's why this is like such a big deal. But then we take a puddle jumper from I just lost my train of thought. Moorea to Bora Bora, and then we stay at the Four Seasons Bora Bora, which has been like my absolute dream hotel, in an overwater bungalow for 4 nights. And it's really like 4 nights, but like 5 days, because our flight back to Tahiti doesn't leave until like later in the afternoon on our last day, so we'll be checked out but still at the resort. Then we fly back to the main island, Tahiti, spend 1 night there so that we can get our early morning flight back to LA. We spend 1 more night in LA just to like break up the flight. We're just staying at like the airport hotel, nothing crazy, and then coming back here. And then we're flying out of Orlando because the airport in Panama City doesn't have very many non-stop flights, and I was really nervous about a connection because there's so many working parts, and this trip is mind-blowingly expensive, so I really didn't want to like miss anything. So we're flying out of Orlando instead, so that puts us traveling down to Orlando for the wedding, 6 hours back here for a week for Brian to work and me to work, and then back down. So it'll be busy for sure. So now I have on my ring. Can you see it? The most perfect ring ever. Don't mind my nails. Since I've been DIYing, I haven't wanted to do my nails because I just feel like they get messed up, but I'm so in love with my ring. He did the best job ever. So now I'm going to just go make my bed and put on my glasses so that I can get started. This is just my little morning routine. I water my plants, I get ready. I also just started a new medicine this week. Don't take this as medical advice. I'm not suggesting this. I've literally just started it, but I have been suffering with the worst. Oh, also ignore the sweat spot. I had a stain on my shirt and had to get it out with water. I started spironolactone for my cystic acne. I have PCOS, and my acne. I never really suffered from acne until this past year, honestly, and it's been so terrible. And of course, this is the year of my wedding. I started spironolactone so that I can see if it helps with my hormonal acne at all. I've only been on it 2 days so far. It takes, like they say, at least 3 to 6 months to see results. So hopefully it'll work for me, and hopefully it'll work for me before my wedding and honeymoon, because I'd like to not feel insecure about my skin on my honeymoon. So that'd be great. So yeah, I'm just gonna make my coffee and get to work. Hi guys, okay, so it is now 1:30. I worked a little bit late actually. We just had so many fires to put out at work this week. Sometimes it's like that, you know, if you're in like the benefits HR world, when it rains it pours. So we had some things to deal with, so I worked a little bit later. And then I'm sitting on the edge of this bed. This is our guest room bed, which is also like my little office space, and all of that is wedding stuff. So love that for me. But anyway, so I'm just sitting here because I just made the bed and washed the sheets and all the bedding and stuff for my best friend Bailey. She's gonna come stay and visit this weekend. So I got the bed all ready for her. And yeah, I think now I'll probably go ahead and run to Walmart. I really don't feel like going out, but I feel like if I can just like go get it done and come back, that'd be better. So I'll probably go ahead and run to Walmart and then come back here and be working on stuff until Brian gets home. So yeah, I also was on the phone with my parents, and if my makeup smeared, it's because I got a little emotional because they surprised me with something for the wedding that I'm not sure. I don't think I want to share it yet, because like I kind of want it to be a surprise at the wedding, but it was just like the sweetest, most sentimental thing ever. So yeah, that was wonderful. But yeah, they're actually in California right now, so I was talking to them on the phone, and we talked for a while, but that's where I'm at. So I am gonna go ahead and run to Walmart now. Hi guys, I'm back from Walmart with my big thing of toilet paper. This is honestly the main thing I went for because I totally did not realize we were almost out, so needed some of that. I really didn't get anything like super fun or special, but I'll still show you just a little day in the life haul. I've honestly been doing most of our grocery shopping at Aldi's. Ever since we moved, I really like wanted to try to save money on groceries because we're so guilty of just buying and buying and not eating it, and things going to waste, and just spending ungodly amounts on food, like grocery wise. So I've mainly been going to Aldi, but then of course, you know, if you shop at Aldi, they don't always have like a bunch of little random things or like toiletry stuff. So I went to Walmart today because I needed some like beauty products in addition to groceries, but like normally our grocery shopping, I just go to Aldi. I make a lot of like Aldi recipe haul videos on my TikTok, so you can always go check that out if you're interested. But yeah, we use Dawn for everything. We still have a little bit left over there, but never ever ever want to run out of Dawn, so I got another one. And then I got another of my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencils in Neutral Brown. Guys, I've been using this for years. It's my tried and true. It's like $6, best brow pencil ever. Then I got the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, same thing, been using this for years, love it. Right now I have 2 shades. I have light ivory and I think fair beige maybe. 2 really light shades. So this one is, no, I have fair neutral fair and light. I don't know, this was a shade darker. This is light beige. I was running out of those, and I tend to have a little bit more color in the summer months. I'm still very pale regardless, but I got a slightly darker shade of that one because I still have a little bit left of my super pale ones, but I wanted one that was like pale but not as pale for summer. Then I needed more body wash. This is my all-time favorite body wash. I've tried so many, and like expensive ones, cheap ones. This is just my favorite. The scent of this one, maybe because I use this, like my mom's used this forever, like I used this since I was super young. It's the Soft Soap Energizing Pomegranate and Mango Spritz. It just smells clean to me. Absolutely love it, and it's only like $4 at Walmart. The best. And then this, you guys, this is the Dove Bond Strength Damage Therapy Shampoo and Conditioner Set by Dove. I have been using the heck out of this stuff since I moved. I think her name on TikTok is Abby Young. She is like a hair care guru, and she suggested this, and it has been amazing. I literally never see results in my hair from products. This stuff, oh my gosh, and it's so cheap. The duo was like less than $9. So highly recommend checking that out if you're just trying to like make your hair a little healthier, grow it, anything. I have noticed a huge difference in like the health and shine in my hair. It's crazy. Okay, and then I just picked up some more of these Swiffer heavy duty dusters. I've really been making an effort to dust since we moved, because like I used to like kind of dust but not really, but I'm really trying this time. And then I got us another can opener. Brian and I almost got a divorce before we were married the other night over the can opener. I'm just kidding, we didn't fight, but we were fighting the can opener. It was so rusty and old. A lot of the stuff we have in this apartment I had in storage at my parents' house because I was with them in an interim, like when Brian and I were dating before him and I got this place together. So I did not realize how rusty and terrible, like the can opener was impossible to use, and I had asked him to open some like cans of beans or something for dinner, and he was like, it's not working. I was like, you're just not doing it right. No, it literally was so terrible. So to save us, I got this can opener, and it's gold. We try to use mainly gold in the house. We do mixed metals, but gold's kind of like what I'm choosing to decorate with. And we love gold. Then I picked this up. I'm interested to see how this is. This is the Mighty Mint Insect and Pest Control Natural and Safe Pest Spray. I don't know. It says you can use it in your home and office. Since we've moved in, we live a lot more in nature here, and the apartment doors, God bless them, like I can see the outside from our balcony door because they're like not on the frame correctly. So anytime I see a bug, I like freak out. So I really wanted to try this because I've heard peppermint oil is good for the for like just deterring household pests. Not that we've seen anything crazy, but I like the smell of peppermint oil and anything that helps, because we're kind of like set up to fail in this place because we're right near nature and there's cracks in the door. So love that for us. So I got that to try, and also hopefully that'll be like healthier for us because it's not as many like pesticides and stuff. Okay, and then I just got a Tombstone pizza. This, I actually need to put this in the freezer. I always just keep a frozen pizza for like, sorry, I was talking to you guys but I had my back turned. I always keep a frozen pizza in the freezer, just like in the event of having people over or you just want a quick dinner. We have my best friend coming this weekend, so in case she gets snacky or we get hungry, we can pop a pizza in. We don't really eat them like on a routine basis, but I feel like it's good to have a frozen pizza just in case. We eat a ton of sandwiches. We're currently doing Weight Watchers, so we eat a lot of sandwiches. So I just got some ultra thin ham and some Duke's mayo. I hate light mayonnaise on my sandwiches, so I literally have to use 10 grams, which is less than a serving size of this mayo, because mayo is so many points in calories, but it's fine because it just gives me a little taste of the mayo without being like crazy. But I refuse the light mayonnaise. I like Duke's. And then I just got 2 more loaves of bread. Like I said, Brian packs a lot of sandwiches for lunch, and then we eat a lot of sandwiches. I eat sandwiches for lunch, so we go through bread really quickly. Guys, the craziest freaking thing happened to me when I was in Walmart. I picked up a bag of bread in the aisle, okay? And I moved it like this because I went to the dates down here. I went to look at the date. Y'all, the twist tie was broken on it. The whole loaf of bread dumped on the Walmart floor. And I was like, okay. I literally did not know what to do. I started like picking up, I had handfuls of bread because I couldn't get it back in the thing because I had like no hands. I kept looking for an associate. Of course, nobody was there to be found. They had like a little cart where they were like had empty stocking things. So I put it all back in the bag and kind of twisted up and set it on it because I literally couldn't find anyone to tell about it. So I'm so sorry to the Walmart in Panama City. I promise you I didn't open the bread. It literally was, it was just like broken or open already, and I went to check the date and it just dumped out everywhere. I tried to clean up my mess, so sorry. And then I got 2 bags of Sun Chips. I get super hyper fixated on foods, and I have only been wanting Sun Chips. We have like barbecue and sour cream in there, Cheez-Its. For a while I was only eating Cheez-Its. Right now I'm only eating Sun Chip or cheddar Sun Chips. Love them. So I got a couple bags of those. And then last but not least, I got some more of our Glade Clean Linen air freshener scent things. We tried a couple other scents, and not that any of the other scents are bad, but I love Clean Linen. I love the house to smell like fresh laundry. So I got a couple more of these to just stick in the air fresheners. And yeah, that's all I got. My goal is to spend under 150 and not just buy dumb crap, and I only spent 113, so that worked out. I'm gonna put the cold stuff away, the groceries away, and I will be back. I finished another audiobook today. I just finished The Boyfriend, I just finished The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I read a couple of her other books. I actually think The Boyfriend might be my favorite. I thought it was really good. It's a thriller, so it's pretty good. If you like thrillers, I read His and Hers this month, and then I did that one with an audiobook as well. I usually listen to a lot of audiobooks while I work, and then I'm also like reading a book usually at the same time. Right now I'm reading The Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. Oh my gosh. Kristen Hanna is probably my favorite author ever. I read The Women, which like changed my life. Such a great book. If you have not read it, go read it. I read The Women, and then I read The Nightingale, and now I'm reading Winter Garden, and they're all so good. I haven't finished Winter Garden yet. I'm about 100 pages away from finishing, but so good. Let me know if you have any book recs. I don't really do like fantasy series. I used to only do that when I was younger, like a teenager, but now I just like don't really get into them. I tried ACOTAR, is that how you say it? Like Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas, I think. It was fine, but I literally was bored by it till the very end. I definitely like didn't really care to pick up the next one. I kind of started it, but then I was like, so I'm not really a series girl, but I love like devastating books. I really love historical fiction. It's probably my favorite genre, closely followed, if not equal to, thrillers. I also just like kind of adult contemporary. I like self-help. I obviously like Christian books. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. My goal was to read 25 books, audiobook, and just traditional hard copy books as well this year, and I'm already at 14, so I definitely will hit my 25 a year goal. So it's almost 4 o'clock, and I stopped and got a Dunkin' coffee because I realized I would not be eating lunch. I don't eat breakfast, and normally I would eat lunch like on my lunch break from work, but since today was my half day and time got away from me, I'm not gonna bother because Brian should be home maybe around 6, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start the invites. I love doing them. It's just like such a process. I wish you guys could see. I'm not going to show you, but I printed, I can maybe hold my hands over it. Let me see. So these are the envelopes. I'm holding my hand over our actual address. At the top it says the future Mr. and Mrs. Hancock. This is our return address, or yeah, our return address. So these envelopes are kind of like a pink blushy shimmer. So I hand printed these, so they're all over the place. And then let me see, I can show you the back. This is one of our guests, so it just says please deliver to. So I've had these because you have to let the ink dry with this like shimmery paper because it kind of smudges at first. So I have like all 50 some envelopes like out on the counter. I have the printer right here. I'm just like ready for my house to be clean again. So I really need to get started on those. So let's do it. I might go get a call clip for my hair real quick because I just want it up. This is getting serious, okay? It's getting serious. Okay, listen, I don't know why this sweatshirt stains. Every time I wear it, I swear a new stain appears on. I don't even know what this is. It's like one of those that if water gets on it, it like shows.
So I'm sorry, I promise I have clean clothes, okay? But I'm just messing around the house pretty much today. Just went to Walmart, so please ignore the stains. I don't know how it happens, I just don't. So I have my box of invites right here. We need to wax seal all of these. So I feel like maybe I should, well first let me start heating up the glue gun. The wedding is more like white and gold with a splash of pink. The invites are pretty heavy on the pink, but like I'm gonna do a gold one to kind of balance it out. Or I could do like a really pale pink like this. So these are what I made to go in our save the dates. You guys probably can't see them, but they're just like a wax seal magnet thing. So I could do that color. I want to see if I like the way that looks. I had a lot of these left over because I didn't end up sending all of them out because the post office told me that the magnets were going to be a problem. Okay, so that would be it with the pink. I mean, it looks nice, but I think the gold is what I should do because really the color is more gold than pink, but pink is like the accent. So I just worry that I'm gonna burn through the vellum paper and stuff. I feel like it's better for me to make the seals and then glue the seals on. So I actually got two wax seal things. One, our crust has two versions, one without florals and one with. So I got two of them, not intentionally. I thought one of them wasn't gonna show up. I thought like this seller like messed it up and didn't actually send it. So I ordered another one, but then they came through and it came. So it's actually worked out really nicely to have two because then I've been able to like double, like do them twice as quick. So let me see if that's heating up. Really, I should have a cup of ice water for these, but I didn't get one, so we're just going for it. While that heats up, I can show you guys also what I'm gonna be doing for the seal. So I got an embosser. That has our seal because I embossed some like blush scallops cocktail napkins. I also got some like white ones with our crest printed, but getting the crest printed on them was a lot more expensive than embossing them. So I got an embosser with the intention to emboss the envelopes, but I didn't end up liking how it looked because in order to get the full print, I had to press so hard that it was like cutting through the paper. I didn't try on these pink envelopes. I only tried on like the white envelopes that I got from Zazzle for the Save the Dates. So what I did was I ordered these round gold foil stickers and I basically embossed these, and because I'm incredibly insane, I cut out the crest. So it wasn't just like the crest stamped into this, it was actually the shape of the crest, and I used that in lieu of a wax seal on the outside of the envelope. I've had friends do wax seals on the outside of the envelope, but to me, I was worried that that would cause more problems. It's already a problem to mail wax seals, period. So this kept it flat, but still gave the look on the outside of a very like elegant piece of mail. And then when they opened it up, the save the date, and when they open up the invite, there'll be a real wax seal on there. I know you can also get some wax seals that are like pre-created, more like stickers, but I really love the look of like them being handmade, kind of more like, I don't know, old-timey. So I'm gonna just do a few pumps of that. Then I'm gonna grab my wax seal and just put it in there. The good news about doing them this way is it's, oh, I made that one way too big. Okay, we'll do less pumps this time. 1, 2, 3, do like 4.5. The good thing about doing them this way is that I don't have to worry about the direction, like if they're crooked, because I'll just glue them on correctly. So I actually like that idea. This one needs another pump. So I made that one way too big, but then this one's too small. So then I'll let that sit for a couple seconds. See, this is why it's good that I have two, because I can have two going, versus if I had one, it would take double the amount of time. So some people will get one that has the flowers. Oh, it's my man. Hold on, let me answer. Hi, baby. Okay, so I ran out of gold wax, so I just placed an Amazon order. Of course, it will not be here till Monday, so I was hoping to have the wax seals done today, but looks like that's not gonna happen. So this one had a little bit of gold left with just a regular like hot glue stick, because I'm gonna just go ahead and make the ones I do have. So here's what the wax seals look like. So this is one with the flowers. You can see the little florals on it, and then let me find this one, for example, does not have the florals. So I am just going to glue them on to the belly bands. I just folded up a piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna slide it under the belly bands, you'll see, so that when I hot glue these down onto the belly bands, it doesn't burn through the vellum paper. I'm gonna put this piece of paper under it. Okay. Then I'm just gonna do a dab of hot glue kind of in the center here. So now I'm just gonna take one of the seals. I'll do this bad one first. And then just stick it right there. I'm gonna hold it down for a couple seconds. I'm gonna pull these little strings off. Okay, and voila. There is one of the invites. Okay guys, it's a little bit before 9. We had sandwiches for dinner, and then I've been DIYing, putting together the wedding invites ever since. Not quite done because I ran out of the gold wax, but hopefully once the wax comes in from Amazon, I can finish them up. But yeah, that wraps up today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.